Are you an employee or a student in Germany and want to send money home to support your parents or other family members, but want to know the best way to support them? Then worry not. In this video, I will share the best ways to send money home from Germany, and I will also share how you can even get a tax benefit from the German government for sending money to your family back home from Germany. Hey friends, if you're new here, my name is Ehsan, and on this channel we discuss investing and personal finance in Germany. When it comes to sending money home from Germany, we are making an international transaction of funds. And depending on which country you are sending the money to, you have a variety of options available. For example, bank transfer, cash transfer with the help of friends and family, and with the help of money transfer services. But not all options are created equal. The most optimal method for you depends on a few factors. Of course, cost is a crucial factor, but it's not the only thing that you should consider. You also want to think about speed, safety, and convenience. It's important to note that fees charged for transferring money are just one part of the total cost that you have to pay. Even if a company says no fees, they may still take a cut from the exchange rate, and some companies even take more than others. That's why it's essential to be well informed when sending money from Germany to your parents and other family members. Let's talk about bank transfer. This is usually the easiest and safest option if both the sending and receiving parties have a bank account. You can directly send funds from your bank account, and the receiver will usually get the money in their account in 2 business days. Here, your money is quite safe as you can track the transfer with the help of your bank, but with this safety, you also pay somewhat higher transfer fees and currency exchange charges if you are sending money to a country which does not have euro as their currency. Then we have cash transfer via friends and family. Even though you might not have to pay any transfer fees when sending money home from Germany with someone that you know, the biggest problem might be the risk attached to it. This kind of money transfer is not only illegal in many countries, but the fact that the person carrying the money might decide just not to hand over the money to the rightful owner. This leads us to the most popular method to send money from Germany, and that is through money transfer services. Let's compare some of the most popular options. But remember that the offers might differ when you're watching this video. That's why I will put a link to my article in the description where you can get up-to-date information. In my first example, I am sending 1000 euros from Germany to Pakistan. Here, Western Union is giving 303,596 PKR. Wise is giving 305,352 PKR. Ace Money Transfer has 306,593 PKR. Bank transfer via Deutsche Bank would give 294,521 PKR. And the best offer is from Remitly with 308,750 PKR. Here, Ace Money Transfer and Remitly have a 0% fee for first-time transfers. That is why they are providing a higher amount at this moment. In the next example, I am sending 1000 euros from Germany to India. Here, Wise is giving 90,073 INR. Ace Money Transfer is giving 90,260 INR. Remitly is giving 91,020 INR. Bank transfer via Deutsche Bank would give 86,598 INR. And the best rates to India are given by Western Union, which is giving 91,297 INR for sending 1000 euro from Germany to India. These examples are using just a few transfer methods. Which option is the best totally depends on the country you are sending the money to and the promotion being offered by the transfer company. Leading us to how can you get part of the remittance that you send home from Germany to your family back as a tax benefit from the German government. This is where we talk about maintenance declaration. But before I continue, please hit the like button if you're getting value from this video and consider subscribing. Alright, as someone who is working and paying taxes in Germany, there are many expenses that fall under extraordinary burdens. For example, medical costs, funeral costs, and maintenance payments to those who are in need. This makes you eligible to get a tax benefit from the German government. That is why the money or remittance that you send from Germany to parents and family falls under maintenance payment. But being in Germany, it's never this simple. There are some rules that need to be followed. Firstly, who exactly is eligible to receive these maintenance payments? According to the German Civil Code 1601, relatives in a straight line are obliged to provide maintenance to each other. For example, a person living and earning an income in Germany can send money to their parents, grandparents, spouse, children, and in-laws. The maximum claimable amount is identical to the basic tax-free allowance, which was €10,908 in 2023 and €11,604 in 2024 per calendar year. According to the Income Tax Act Section 33A, Paragraph 1, this is the maximum amount of money that you can claim under any circumstances for this category. That said, this amount is also dependent on certain other conditions. Let's talk about those conditions. Number 1, you can only send money to your parents, grandparents, or in-law who are older than 65 or in case of being younger are unable to make an earning for themselves. Number 2, the people being supported don't have any significant assets or income, meaning that they don't have enough income to support themselves. If they have enough, then the German tax office might not accept this as a burden and can reject your claim. Number 3, if their monthly income exceeds €624, the maximum claimable amount will reduce from €11,604 for 2024. The lesser the recipient's income, the better the chances of the tax office accepting your claim. Number 4, you can support your spouse and children if they are not living with you in Germany. As you know, your tax class changes if you are married or have children. This change of tax class also decreases your income tax, but this only applies if your spouse and children are living with you in Germany. If by chance your spouse and children are not living in Germany or are waiting for their visa, you can send money to them as a means of supporting them. Point number 5. Depending on the country the person being supported lives in, the claimable amount also varies. There are 4 groups for this. Based on which country group they live in, you can claim the whole amount, half, 3/4, or 1/4. That said, you can stack the burden to increase the maximum claimable amount, as one can support multiple people who do not have their own income. For example, if one of your parents lives in Group 4, you can claim a maximum of 11,604 divided by 4, which comes out to €2,901 per year. But as I said, if you are supporting multiple people, you can increase this claimable amount. So if you support both of your parents who live in group number 4, you can claim a maximum amount of €5,802. But this is the maximum amount. As point number 6, the claimable amount also depends on your salary. Here is a table of how the claimable amount varies depending on your salary. Let me share an example with you. If your income is up to €15,000 a year, you can deduct what you give your parents, but only for the amount that exceeds 5% of your income. In other words, if your income is €15,000 per year and you send your parents €1,000, you can deduct €250 from your taxes, as this is the amount that exceeds the 5% limit. If your income range is between €15,000 and €50,000, here you have to remember to take point number 5 also into consideration. So let's say if you are earning €100,000 per year and you send €20,000 to your parents and in-law, supporting 4 people in total. Based on your salary, you can claim a maximum amount of up to €13,000. But we also have to see where the money is being sent. So if the money is being sent to people in group number 1, then all of the €13,000 can be considered in your tax return. But if the money is sent to people living in group number 4, then only a maximum amount of €11,604 would be considered to reduce your tax burden. Obviously, this calculation is a bit difficult, so please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about them. So now you know who can claim this benefit and what is the maximum claimable amount in various countries. Next, we need certain documents to help us prove our claims. To prove the person being assisted actually deserves this help, we need to get a maintenance declaration form to be filled out and notarized. This maintenance declaration contains important information like personal details of the supported person, their economic situation, assets, and other important information. I'll put a link to this form in the description. To make your case even stronger, you can also provide any other documents that can prove that the maintained person is in fact needy. One such document could be a tax declaration from their home country. You can use any of the methods that I've mentioned in this video or any other money transfer service as long as it's trackable. Additionally, the recipient should be the person being maintained and the money shouldn't be sent to your own account which the maintained person has access to. Remember, if you're supporting multiple people, you need to send this amount separately. But let's say the person being supported does not have a bank account or you have already sent the money. Then you should make a document stating the facts. For example, the money was sent to your bank account but cash was given to the correct person. Get the sign of the person being supported on this document and also get this document notarized by an authority like a notar or the bank manager where the money was sent. A similar document can also be made if you decide to give cash in hand to the person being supported. One of the most important things many people ignore is the time of sending the money for support. Let me explain. The maximum amount of €11,604 is meant for the whole year. So if you send the whole amount in January as a single payment, that's totally okay. But if you send this amount in July or December, you cannot claim support for the whole year. You can only claim a certain number of months depending on the sending date. Best practice to claim the maximum amount would be a monthly payment into the individual accounts of every single person being supported. This can fortify your claim of actually supporting the needy persons and show concrete arguments of a monthly support system from your side. Now, obviously, this family support is just one of the ways where you can get a tax benefit from the German government. In this video, I share many more that can save you a lot of money. So thanks for watching, bleib gesund, and I'll see you in this video.